Good morning, everyone. Still suffering a little under that cold. It's like, when it moves kind of into your head and it's all foggy up in there. I still can think clearly, though. I've heard this many years ago on how young Janim decided that everybody that was blessed under true parents, his blessings now are null and don't count anymore. Whoa, really? Where did he get that? I'm not sure if the people in the sanctuary church or others that think that he's doing just the right thing and he's all about it and this, that, not get that. Wait a second. So everything that your father did then doesn't count either. Nothing counts. Anything that has been done under true parents doesn't mean anything anymore. I'm not sure if they get what they're actually doing or saying, but under whose authority is he doing all this? God? Does he have conversations with God? And God tells him, yeah, you're it now, and what? And then the people want to come in and, again, assume, that, I'm holding on to something that doesn't belong to me anymore, or, it doesn't exist anymore. So how do you do that? How am I suddenly disqualified from the blessing, from the change of lineage, after everything that my family has given, sacrificed for all that? Let me tell you a story. When we bought our house in Berkeley, California, in not a great neighborhood. It was a fixer-upper. It was a fixer-upper so bad. The bathroom, everything was in tatters in there. There were people had been, I guess, crashing in there and just destroying everything. Yeah, drug addicts. Drug addicts. That's what it was, and destroyed the house. I mean, destroyed it. You guys cannot even imagine what we moved into. The children and I actually went to Switzerland for 3 months, so that my husband could, and friends, and oh my gosh, we had so much help from, right, with a little help from your friends, right, and fixed it up so that actually it was livable. But we moved in as it was, put our beds in the living room, and we had a huge bed and the children in between, because we lived with about 100 rats. But we got the house at the time. But we got the house, no running water. And we had a spigot outside that was working. No electricity. Oh, there was electricity at one light bulb, okay, that worked. But it was when you could look past all the damage on the house. It was a beautiful house, a beautiful house. And we got it for a song. It was on the market for almost $130,000. And we got it for $76,500. The way we got that house was a miracle. We were very low income. I stayed home with the children and homeschooled, and my husband went to work. And he didn't bring home a whole bunch of money, but it was enough. I did some babysitting on the side. I had a little daycare at the house with a couple of extra kids, so that helped. And we managed to save up a good down payment of almost $10,000 for something that we wanted to put it towards. We lived in the house we lived before, which was a great blessing. We got also through another member of the church. And that house, after the lady passed away that owned it, it went up for sale. And it was way above we couldn't afford that house to buy it. And it was a bit small too. It did have 2 bedrooms, but we already had 3 children. And So anyway, so we looked and we found this house that had been empty for a couple of years, and it was sold through the courts. And so we put in a bid, and this is what we can afford, and then have enough to fix it up. So our realtor said, there's no way you're going to get this house for the bid that you put in. This is going to go into the paper for at least 3 weeks before it goes to court, and everybody has to be there, and any contractor will come and overbid you by 10%. We already knew we couldn't make an extra 20%. Which 10%, and we would have to overbid another 10%. We were locked in what we offered. The date came, and to go to court, and we got there before 9 o'clock. It's an easy drive from where we needed to go, from Berkeley to Oakland to the court. And got there, and I'm looking, and there's this long list, 50 cases. Oh, we had all our children with us. 50 cases. Oh my gosh, I'm looking, where are we? And I keep looking down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where are we here? And I'm looking back up, the first case. Number 1, the first case. We go in there, we sit, and of course, oh my God, I'm looking around, who looks like a contractor here, right? And sit there, they start, our realtor hadn't made it there yet. And I'm going, well, I guess we're here on our own. And first case, okay, house on Carson Street. Bid accepted, anybody? No? Sold. Oh my gosh. What? We got it? We got it. We got it. We walk out of the courtroom, and here comes our realtor in a huff and a puff. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. The freeway was just clogged up. Couldn't get here on time. He came from the same direction we did. I thought to myself, I bet you all them contractors got stuck in traffic. Okay, maybe, maybe not. One can look at it any way you want to. Our realtor told us that there hasn't been a house sold for that amount of money in Berkeley for, he says, I don't even when. That didn't matter what shape it was in. There you go, right? Wow. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Oh, it gets better. 7 years later, we decided we were going to do hometown church, hometown Providence. Go back to my husband's ancestors' land. A beautiful piece of land, absolutely beautiful. 250 acres, yeah. Amazing. So we needed to sell the house. So realtor, same realtor, said, you can probably get, you're probably not going to get as much, but we put it on the market for $169,000 7 years later. Okay, we in the meantime also had taken out another loan on it, another mortgage, so we could continue to fix up the house. The house still wasn't finished, but it was a beautiful, it turned out into this just magical piece of home. It was, people would walk in and go, oh my gosh, it feels so homey, and it's just like, oh my gosh, the feeling in your house, right? Had a nice backyard, had a nice front yard. Anyway, so we were hopeful we would at least get that much, because we needed to go and we needed to have enough money to build something on that land of Paul's ancestors, Paul's dad had acquired. Wait a minute, I said this wrong. The house went on the market 7 years later for, how am I saying 160? That's not right. So we bought it for $76,500, okay? 7 years later, it went on the market for $269,000. That's what it was, $269,000, not $169,000. What am I thinking? And that would have been a nice chunk of money to go and build something. We were looking at log homes to build ourselves. So we had the people come through, and the people just loved it. We had a gazillion people come and look at that house, and then the first offers came in. And the realtor came and he said, "You will not believe this." I said, well, not believe what? He says, "You got 4 offers over $400,000. What? No way. It's not possible. 7 years later, we bought the house. We bought the house to begin with for $76,500. 7 years, just 7 years later. Okay, we get these just unbelievable offers. I don't know what happened. I've never seen this before. So the highest offer was $426,000. Whoa. We wanted the house to go to someone who loved it as much as we did. Yeah, kind of, right? Well, you just go for the money, don't you? No, we never did that. I never did that in anything. So in any case, turned out these people were really amazing. And Paul talked to them. My husband talked to them. He says, "Hey, these are really cool people." You know? Okay. So then, after they looked at it, and they had someone sent, to look at the house. Now we get a letter from their realtor. Yeah, there is this and that wrong with the house, and I don't know what. And so really, to expect that much money from a house like that, that's not, right? That is not reasonable or real. And it's not, I'm looking at this, and what does this woman think? Like who she is? Here she shows up, in her little 2-seater sports car, and oh, that was worth all the money. Yeah. So she gets to drive I don't know how many tens of thousands, $120,000 car, right, where you can't fit hardly anybody in, and spends money like that on that. But then she thinks that our house ain't worth, right, what people offered for it. Well, then why did they bid on it like that, right? So we kind of went, my husband and I went a little back and forth. He says, well, you're going to have to, and we had disclosed everything that she mentioned. We already disclosed, so it's not like something that, the guys found when they went through, the inspectors found from their side. It wasn't anything that wasn't already disclosed. I put my foot down. I said, "Paul, we're going to the next offer." I said, this just ticked me off so bad that someone like that thinks they can talk to us like that just because none of us went to college. No, that doesn't mean I'm dumb or anything, or I'm going to be pulled in like that, or go, oh. Right? So I said, you know what? I said, "Paul, this is what we're going to do." I prayed about it, and the second blessing had just come, right, to our attention, and we thought, to go to hometown, it would be great if we could use that, put that down, that second blessing, $16,000 towards Jardine, before we leave. And that would be a good foundation, a good financial, a good in the physical, and a good spiritual foundation, right? In spirit world, yes. So things would go well. That's how I work. Other people may be doing it differently. I like the give and take and how that works, right? You make an effort, and the effort comes back to help you. Well, anyway, so we thought, okay, let's just see what happens. So my husband let our realtor know we're rejecting their offer. We could still do that. We were rejecting their offer. We feel that this is not right. How this was handled wasn't right. So the next morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning, a phone rings. Paul picks it up. After he comes back, he says, "Hey, guess what?" I said, "What?" They are apologizing, the people that want to buy the house, for the behavior of their realtor, and And they're adding another $10,000 to the offer. So now it's $436,000. Now, mind you, they didn't know any of the other offers and what they were. That's all. Yeah. Anyway, here come the puppies. Hi, guys. So that's what we sold our house for 7 years later. We bought it for $76,500 and sold it for $436,000 7 years later. Yeah. Oh, lucky us. This didn't have anything to do with luck. God, 100%, spirit world, 100% good spirit world was in and all that. We built this huge, humongous, beautiful log house, which still needs work, and a barn, a log barn, and whatever else went with it. And no one got hurt. We built it all ourselves. My husband and my brother-in-law went to a course, a 3-day course, how to build a log house, and came back, and we did. And it came out beautiful. Nobody got hurt. No one. Not one person ever got hurt building there. We also made a condition that the land belonged to God for as long as it was in our hands. You never know what happens later on. So for people to come and say that, or someone wants to come and say that, oh, well, whatever someone else gave you, we're going to take that away from you now, because we can. That's not going to happen. There's no way Young Jim and his wife will ever take my blessing away, or decide that it wasn't good anymore, that the change of lineage that has happened in my family, my ancestors, and will be continuing in my descendants, suddenly is null and no good. You see? Again, with my experiences in my life, in my family, and what happened, this and that, I know we're on a restoration path. And nobody is going to say, well, you have to start all over again. And what? Well, what do you want? More money? Is that it? Huh? Is that it? Yes. True parents, foundation of everything, a lot of it was built up on what? The money for all the different kind of things, right? That you had to pay for to get in spirit, in a way. But I understand that give and take. I don't have a problem with that give and take. Okay. Now what? The sons want to do the same thing? What? The selling the guns isn't doing enough anymore? I'm sorry. If you think that I will replace the amazing gift that true parents have given to us, this family, so many years ago, through the blessing, that I'm going to give that up for an AR-15 in my hands and a crown on my head? Well, no, that's not going to happen. Is that clear? And again, I will tell everyone that has something negative to say about True Mother, or thinks that they need to attack me for anything, I will tell you every time, refer to video. I'm not going to talk to you otherwise. It's senseless. It doesn't make any sense. How can you believe something like that? None of you who believes that that is true, that Hyungjanim can just nullify all the blessings in the world that true parents have put into this world, given as a gift to people in this world. Whoever believes that, there's something wrong with you. There's something absolutely wrong with you. And you do not believe in True Father. So stop using True Father. Stop using him. He doesn't like it. I guarantee you he does not like that. Anyway, so there it is. No. Oh, the story of the house, the two houses, the house. She's right here. Go on, Coda. Okay, call her again. She's down here. Yeah, I'll let her in down here. Anyway, that's just what I wanted to say. So, refer to video. Waste my time typing And then you come back with something else. And something, I'm going, oh my God. Why? 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 Okay, as I said, people are just crazy. Oh, so why do I even take the time? Well, you know, I could go to Spirit World. And I said, so you knew there was a problem. You knew that wasn't true, and yet you didn't say anything. Yeah. I'm going, well, I didn't feel like it made any difference. Well, that's not for you to say. That's not for you to say. You should adjust. So I am. You see? Yeah. That's where I pay attention. Yeah. Spirit World cares. True Father cares. True Mother cares about all of you. Yeah. For you guys to just throw these absolutely senseless things out there into the world over, as I said, money. Do they need money? Can you imagine? Everybody has to get blessed again. How much is it going to cost? I already paid for it. You're not getting my money. No. No. I'm going to give it to somebody else who deserves it more, who needs it more than you people. All right. God's love and blessings always. Now we'll talk to y'all another time.